Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we had technical difficulties, but we figured it out. We've got a reading for you about somebody that is talking to you about an offer in a way that leaves something out of the equation or out of the conversation. They're specifically leaving this out because they know you would not like that, or that's not something that they can negotiate. So there's a truth here, either to a relationship offer or a job offer. Could also be like a purchase of some sort, right? But I'm going to tell you everything mostly, but not really. All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you have had a good day so far, or that you are having a good day. Forgive my late start for the day. I was painting a room. And I'm not going to lie, it kind of like wore me out a little bit. So I needed to take a little bit of a, put the feet up kind of thing. Anyways, hello, Key Controller. Hello, April. How we doing? If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the Fairy Lenormand. If this is maybe a little bit more towards the business side, we might see the Tower, which in the Lenormand is more about like an organization or even a building versus a moment that might be, kind of a significant change or perspective that shifts. We've got the Fox, number 14. Number 10, the Scythe, and number 31, the Sun. So this is about somebody who feels like they can avoid a trap by setting one of their own. This is like, I figured out what you were going to do, so I'm going to do it first. If it's more of a work situation, I'm going to not necessarily be honest with you about how much we're going to need you like later on down the line. This could be like a seasonal hire that they're not marking as a seasonal hire, or we know there's going to be layoffs, but we have a really big deadline right now, so let's hire you for the short term. There's something here that I feel like you're going to find out, but initially they're trying to keep it out of the conversation. This is the Meta Muse. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Jane Doe. How are we doing? What else do we have? 8 of Pentacles and the Moon in the reverse. Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So definitely a lot of earth energy, which could kind of make it seem a little bit more likely that this is about stability, career, or money. But we have somebody that is doing something under the table. They're making an effort, or they're committed to hiding something. They have intentions that they don't want everyone to know about. And it does feel to me like it has to do with greed. I just need your work for the short term, and then I'm going to, lay you off, no big deal. Or I'm going to tell you that I'll pay you this amount, but then when you show up, it's actually going to be less than that. Something along those lines. For those of you where this is more of a romantic situation, this is somebody who's saying they want to have a long-term relationship, 10 of Pentacles. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, it's not somebody who like stays in one place or wants to be, reliable, monogamous. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Six of Pentacles. So rather than being a compassionate person, this is kind of coming through more as like this is somebody who's kind of a Scrooge. They really just look at what's the bottom line, how much money can I make, I do feel like this is going to be an issue for them, but this could be, a warning for those of you that might be tempted to work for someone like this. This could be a warning for the person who feels like they can, kind of do this without there being many consequences. But the Six of Cups in the reverse seems to be the loudest card for me in this row, and it's a lack of empathy. Two of Cups, an offer, Three of Cups. Why the Three of Cups? Yeah, this is a person who likes to get as much as they can out of a situation without having to really give the same, or without having to like fulfill their end of the bargain. So if this is a romantic connection, Two of Cups, Three Cups, there's somebody else involved in this relationship. That doesn't have to mean that they're, dating somebody else or losing the clothes with somebody else. This could mean they spend a lot of time with a family member. They spend a lot of time, with a hobby or a group of friends. But if this is more of a professional thing, this is somebody who's trying to make it seem like they're building rapport or they have this ability to have empathy. But this is a show. This is something that they're just trying to convince you of because it's not actually true. Hello, Partologist. How are you doing? Hello, Illuminati. So this is like a caution that somebody is creating an illusion or they're trying to manipulate a situation to make it seem like it's better. And I feel like with the Sun, you're about to get some information that clarifies it for you so you don't get caught up in whatever they're trying to sell. Maybe this is for some of you, you find something online you want to purchase and they're not telling you what's wrong with it. Five of Wands in the reverse, Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Honestly, the two fives being followed by the Nine of Swords in the reverse kind of makes me feel like the best solution for this situation is to maybe in a respectful way, especially if it's more of a job situation. I would like to remove myself from consideration. I do appreciate your time and wish you the best of luck. If this is more of a romantic situation, I was hoping there would maybe be a little bit more chemistry. Don't sound so cheesy, but tell them what honestly you feel comfortable telling them. That is like, let's be honest if we can, right? But this is, if you end things before they can pull their little switcheroo or their little trick on you, then you avoid a problem. So basically, don't trust this person's word, is what it's kind of saying. Let's get a few from the situations deck. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? It's cold and it was raining for a little bit, but not as cold as it has been earlier this year. So could have been worse. What about you? We've got racing, running, and avoiding. Oh, okay. So if you're able to follow your intuition, this is Archangel Michael saying you can sneak away. You can avoid this problem. You can cut them off first. You can remove yourself from consideration. This is encouraging you to consider whether or not this is really where you want to be, and do your due diligence in terms of who is this person or who is this company that I'm, considering dealing with. Because with Ascension in the reverse and Hamster Wheel in the reverse, it's like they want you to feel like it's going to be a good fit, and that it's not going to be a financial issue. But then you find out that there's something they didn't tell you, or there's something that didn't really align with what you were looking for, and you feel like somebody could have been more honest about that earlier on, right? Hello, Garrett. How are you doing? Triggers. Name, car, and place. Interesting because we've got 2 cars. So in other words, this is clarifying the racing car that we just got. So there is something to do with a car for at least several of you, because this is, of course, a general reading, but there is something about your vehicle that could be important. And we've got sold. Some of you need to get your car checked out. Some of you need to be more careful about where you park your car or what you leave in your car when you run inside. I do feel like a lot of you have a potential where you could like last second change your mind on where you're going to park or what store you're going to, or whether or not you go through a drive-through or you walk in, that kind of thing. And you change your mind last second and it helps you avoid issues, right? People that can't drive. Others of you might be considering selling or buying a car, or both, as it's often done at the same time, right? But you're going to want to be cautious because you might be dealing with a salesperson that is lacking integrity. But this is more aligned with a location change, which is why I say I feel like it's moving a car. I guess it could be selling, right? Moving. But I feel like you need to be real careful where you park your car. History, past happened. Children in the reverse. If you do some research on this person that you're considering dating, or this company you're considering working for, yada, yada, whatever this connection is, there is like something you could find out, word of mouth or looking it up online, where somebody made a not so great decision. With children in the reverse and young in the reverse, kind of makes me feel like there could be some agism. There could be some ageism that goes both directions, right? You're too young and therefore I assume you're inexperienced, so I'm never going to give you a raise. Or I think you're too old, so I'm not going to trust you with the responsibilities that you're fully capable of handling. This is something to do with I'm judging you based off of what I perceive you to be because of your age. And it could be for many of you that this is an offer where you're not getting paid what you should be. It could be for some of you that you find out that somebody has lied about their age. Not a lot of trustworthy energy coming through, though. This is What's the News. Hello, Joseph. How are you doing? Hello, Kimberly. How's your day? Hello, Aqua Beauty. It's been productive. It's been productive. I hope you have too. Are you all watching the Super Bowl? That's today, right? Like in like 40 minutes. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just being honest. I don't really care. But you can tell me if you do. So this is What's the News, and we've got numbing, knocked up, and spiritually woke. Okay, that's an interesting one. Self-medicating, addictions, and irrational behavior. This is clarifying the 2 cars, right? The racing and name, car, place. Something makes me feel like you need to be very cautious about where you park your car. This could be where people like to steal cars from, or you could get damaged, like a hit and run kind of thing. But it could be because this is somebody who is intoxicated and they drive into your car. We've got knocked up, pregnancy, expecting, and mothering. This is clarifying the angel and the souled card. Those of you that know there is a birth about to happen for you or a close friend or family member, you already probably know what this refers to. For others of you, this is about getting insight or intuition months and months ahead. I'm very focused on the word expecting and the idea that somebody has, 9 months to once, well, presumably, right? Probably a little bit less realistically. They have 9 months to get prepared for this, right? Let's call it 8 months. But there is an expectation of what's to come. This is what's happening for somebody. And I feel like you have an expectation that doesn't align with what the reality is, but the expectation has been set for you by somebody who's misdirecting you. So you need to challenge the expectations you might have with this person or this place or thing, job offer if it is, and think about the health of the market or, who you're dealing with, what kind of patterns of behavior you've seen. And I feel like if you are particularly self-aware and trying to, make sure that's a priority. In other words, if you are not wearing those rose-colored glasses because you want things to be a certain way, I feel like you'll be able to figure out what you need to do, what you need to change, what offer may not be fully honest or fully, what they're telling you it is. Lift off, fast action, progression forward, and the wait is over. I really do feel like for the majority of you, you take your intuition seriously and you know how to navigate these not so great waters. You know that there's something not quite right with this offer or with this person that you're dealing with. That magician energy would be something that I think would be relatively familiar to you. You've probably encountered somebody else who's been like this, right? With the Five of Wands in the reverse, it makes me feel like you have already learned that sometimes the best thing to do is to not feed the troll, is to not continue the conversation with somebody who's just looking for every opportunity to twist your words back on you, right? Hello, Peggy. How we doing? I used to care. I feel that. I mean, if there were, a buffet of Super Bowl related food, I would not be mad, but I wouldn't really care about the game. Hello, how's it going, Tori? Hello, Patrick. How we doing today? What else do we have? Oh, I didn't talk to you about these guys. I'm sorry, guys. Extra, dramatic, trying too hard, and starter. And black sheep card, rebelling, going against expectations, and defying norms. That's exactly what I'm saying. Remember, I was focused on the word expectations or expecting. This is saying somebody is going to set expectations and then not follow through on them. It's like they set the expectation for you with the knowledge that it is wrong. Would you trust this person? No. So expectations that are set for you by somebody are unrealistic or purposefully misleading. And I think you see right through this person. I feel like we might see the High Priestess because I really do feel like your intuition is pretty solid. Yeah, so this is something that you have time to address. This is something that as you get to a particular milestone, that's when it becomes obvious that something wasn't what you thought it was, or someone wasn't who you thought they were. So this reading is about, hey, let's not leave it until it's too late for you to do something about it. We want you to have faith in your intuition, because if you read that that situation isn't for you, don't you dare waste a second feeling guilty for saying, that's not for me. Because I feel like, this person doesn't seem trustworthy, or this doesn't seem right to me. There's something that kind of like eats at you a little bit, like, well, what about this. Ooh, actually, I want some tarot. This is the Pulp Tarot. What else do we have? Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Hello, Elise. What's up? How's it going, Angel? What else do we have? Ten of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, Temperance in the reverse. This could be a really bad work environment with Ten of Cups in the reverse. That could also be about not a great office space. This could be you won't feel like you fit in with the people that you work with Temperance in the reverse. It could be misaligned to what your skills or obviously expectations are with regards to responsibilities or with regards to pay. Obviously, with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, this could also be a reference to somebody who feels like they could fall in love, because this is clarifying the Two of Cups, and then realizing, oh, just kidding. It looks like maybe we won't. Nope. Because what is Temperance in the reverse also an indication of? We're not a good mix. This is like oil and water, right? If it were in the upright, yeah, this is a match. This is a great mix, a balance. But it's in the reverse, and it can also refer to our addictions card. Because Temperance in the reverse can be about not really being in the moment. What else do we have? World in the reverse. We had that at the beginning. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so you're not given the whole story. And it's because there's a change that this person knows about, and they're not telling you. Yeah, I would love to pursue being in a relationship with you. I've had a really great time the last 2 dates we've been on. But I'm also not going to tell you that I'm planning to move away in 2 weeks. I'm just going to spend as much time as I can with you. And then I'm just going to dip. It'll be great. This is somebody who's leaving out a key piece of information or trying to make something feel like, oh yeah, things will be great in a year or whatever. No, they won't. Not with this offer. No. So the Wheel of Fortune seems to be suggesting a change that is not a part of the plan. World in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor. So there's another reference to your intuition, right? Thank you, Andy. It's going well. How are you doing, hon? Hello, fresh from a nap. That's a great name. I like it. This is saying you have what you need to be able to make the right decision. Listen to your intuition. This is about intuition, right? If this is a boss that you probably won't be able to work for long term, if this is somebody who is struggling to, control the controllables within their own life, then be self-aware. Acknowledge that, right? Be honest with yourself about what you're seeing in someone else or in an opportunity. Six of Swords in the reverse. Things may start off nice initially and then pew. Six of Swords in the reverse with the Empress and the Moon in the reverse. Again, Moon in the reverse in this reading is absolutely intentions that are not good. We also have irrational behavior on this numbing card, which could be applicable for many of you. This is somebody who may feel like they can do no wrong, everything will be fine, or, I'm going to sell my company, you won't even know it, or you can move in, they're your landlord, but they're not telling you that they're going to sell the house in the middle of your lease, whatever it is. This is like, there's something I withhold from you because I know that if you had that information, you wouldn't want to take my offer. Some of you just need to ask a couple questions and this person falls apart. Their little story crumbles and you're like, I knew it. So trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. We've got the Five of Wands in the reverse again, same column. It was before the Wheel of Fortune and clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Wands. Yeah, when you see how similar this card is to the Scythe that we got from the Lenormand, this is like saying, when it feels like this could potentially be too good to be true, consider what possible burdens there are. You don't have to carry that burden. You don't have to deal with that. You just need to ask the right questions and make sure that you know what this offer really is, because I think most of you know, no. Yeah, I see you saying, actually, this doesn't seem like the right thing for me, but hey, thanks for the coffee. Thanks for the cookies. It was really nice of you, but no, bye. Where is that? There it is. Let's see. We're going to get a few from the Earth and Bone Oracle. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? I'm glad you got a day off, Michael. We've got Shadow, number 37. Wholeness, integration, repressed emotions, and mystery. Mystery is what really kind of seems to align with the moon in the reverse here. But this integration word also is kind of jumping out at me. It's worth noting that this is someone holding a scythe, if you can see that. And number 10 is the scythe, right? Which just looks like the 10 of Wands as well. So you have to be willing to, pick up the scythe and cut something out. You have to be willing to walk away from something that you acknowledge is not right for you. Wayfarer, number 11. This is like the hermit. Contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance, and introspection. Just like I said, your inner guidance, your intuition, Nine of Pentacles will guide you. You just have to take it seriously. So, shouldn't be too hard, right? It's going to tell you, nope, don't like it. Something's wrong here. No, thank you. This is the signs of the times. What else do we have? Flamingo, fun, number 2, and number 42, tree ancestry. Okay. Some of you may have a dream or hear some music or even find a letter. And it's going to be clear to you that the intuitive message or even the direct message that you're getting, if it's like a letter, right, is someone that may have passed on in your family, perhaps a grandparent or something like that. Someone wants you to have fun. In other words, don't sign up for something you know you're going to hate. They want you to find a way to be happy and not settle for something that is going to not do well for you. So this could be somebody who actively is trying to get a message to you to make sure that you don't sign up for whatever this is. Hello. Yeah, I don't sign up for your love offer. Okay, thanks. Bye. Don't do that. Just to be clear, don't do that. This is the Tattoo Tarot. Hello, DeMarco. How are you doing today? I told you it's like the Hermit. So we could have some Virgo energy. And the Eight of Wands. Take action to follow your intuition. Do not hesitate. Do not pass go. Or collect $200. Do whatever. You know what I mean. This is saying you have to take action. It may be communication, right? But you have to do something because of that intuition. You have to follow it. Not to like tell you how to live your life, but this is somebody who wants to make sure you don't get caught up in a situation that's not good. Yes. Tower in the reverse. I don't want you stuck somewhere that doesn't want to be compassionate towards your needs, or in a relationship with somebody who sees you as somebody they can manipulate, somebody who doesn't want to give you the respect or the love that you deserve, right? Six of Cups is in the reverse. They might just try to buy your affection. If you're okay with that, like, all right, go for it. But I feel like most of the people who watch my channel are going to be like, no, I need more than, you know, hot green Crocs. If you know me, you know I hate those things. But you can wear them. Hello, Sam. How are you doing today? So we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. This is the same column as the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this is our person who's being dishonest. Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, don't take this person's offer. This King of Cups in the reverse is lacking compassion. Does not care about you, does not care about how things impact you. Sure, why don't you move across the country to take this job offer, and then within 6 months, we're going to lay you off. Whoops. No, I don't think so. This is something where if you were to plant seeds, you wanted to, I don't know, grow some tomatoes. Nope, won't grow here. Don't invest in something that isn't trustworthy. Queen of Cups in the reverse. There's something here that alerts you to the fact that this person lacks compassion or breaks their promises, or is telling you something to make it sound better than it really is. You're too smart for them. Page of Pentacles and the reverse. There's something that doesn't align with what you actually want, whatever your goal is. It's like it's the perfect job, but it's in the wrong city, or it's the greatest location. That's where I want to be, but it's like, I did that role 5 years ago. There's something that doesn't work. Sun, you find out you are not a fool. They may think that they can fool you, but nope, you're going to see that you need to go elsewhere for the King of Pentacles, right? Because we have King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is saying, I'm going to make the money that I deserve to make, or I'm going to go where I would, feel like this is a stable or, high enough paying job where I feel like I'm valued, or there's something here that makes me feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. This is saying I know how to avoid something that would not be good. I just have to listen to my intuition. I see how this person acts. I don't think I really trust them. So I'm going to avoid settling for something that probably wouldn't really work out, because I don't think these expectations are realistic. For those of you that may have done sales or are in sales, one thing I really liked asking was what percentage of the team, maybe the last 2 years, have hit or exceeded quota. Because you can get an idea of whether or not they're setting realistic quotas. This could be one of those things where you're like, you could make like $300,000, but you could never actually sell that much. You know what I mean? Hello, Dorothy. How are you doing? Despair, number 32. Coffin, number 19. So in other words, if you end this, if you walk away from this offer, you can avoid this despair. Because you have some reason to feel like this person is not who they say they are. So that is the symbol for guilty and the symbol for innocent. Would you like to try to interpret that? I have not so great intentions. I might be breaking the law, and that's okay for me, but I'm going to make sure you think I'm innocent. I'm going to make sure you think everything is fine. We also had children in the reverse, right? So not innocent. I feel like you know that. Or you will. All right, let's get a few from, this is the Pause Tarot. Nice. What else do we have? Judgment. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Five of Cups in the reverse. Do not take your sweet time making this decision. Normally, I might be more on the, make sure you're certain, but this is saying when you get some reason to believe this is not what you're looking for, trust your intuition, trust your gut, and then like swivel, walk away, pivot, duck, dive, and dodge. What is it, you guys? I know he repeats one of them. Tell me. But this is saying you can avoid something that you may regret in the future if you trust somebody's word, because you know you shouldn't trust their word. So don't trust it. What else? World in the reverse again. Not the whole story. They are not telling you the truth. And this is clarifying that imprisonment. Eight of Pentacles. Something to do with somebody's job or a job that you may be interested in. Somebody may be lying to you about how they made their money or make their money. King of Cups in the reverse. They lack compassion. They really don't care. Queen of Swords and Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. You're this Queen of Swords, and you at some point pick up on the fact that this person is purposefully misleading you. You may find something online. You may have somebody contact you and give you receipts. I remember applying for a job and I thought it was going to be real cool. And someone contacted me and they said, hey, I heard that you may have interviewed for a job. I just wanted to let you know why I got fired. It was not a good story. I did not continue. I did not go to that next interview. Hello, Jay. How are you doing? From Colorado. I love Colorado. I went to the brewery in Estes Park. I can't think of what it's called. Is there more than one? That's probably not specific enough. I love Colorado. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. What else do we have? Knight of Cups. And the Seven of Cups. Yeah, here I am trotting over to you with some offer, and I want you to think that it's great, but Seven of Cups is about an illusion. It's also saying you have more options than this. Whoever this person is who's trying to, date you, or whoever this company is that wants you to believe that you would have job security or this would pay you what you deserve. No. Prove it. Ask some questions or observe behavior enough to demonstrate whether or not what they say is proof. I don't know, like actually how they behave. Because I feel like you're going to get some insight from a former employee or maybe even an ex of this person, or you're going to find some news clipping. There's something here where you're like, actually feels kind of like you lied or left out a huge important part of the story here. So thank you, Elise. I might have to watch that again. Such a good movie. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor. Do you remember we got that pair already? This is you. Look at your badass right here. I don't know. Which one is more your vibe? Should we have a little vote real quick? Which one is you? Nine of Pentacles Emperor is excellent energy for a number of reasons. Number one, Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. And as I mentioned earlier about listening to your intuition or being independent, Emperor energy is masculine and somebody who takes action. And what is this reading saying? It's saying when you get an intuitive message, make sure you take action. This is like you responding to my reading, being like, I got it. No problem. I got you. It's okay. Yeah, I don't have any problem with that. Oh, my intuition? Yeah, I'm familiar with it. No, I like to be pretty decisive. So I kind of feel like I'm just repeating the same thing that you're already like, no, that's totally how I handle things, Carmen. No one could convince me to ignore my intuition, but thank you. We've got Five of Swords, because I do feel like you're going to pick up on the fact that this is somebody who doesn't really care or doesn't mind throwing people under the bus, right? Moon in the reverse is this person's energy. Either the person you want to date, not for long, or the person who's making an offer to you. I'm going to sabotage this. I'm going to tell you everything's fine, but it's really not. I'm going to put a piece of bacon out on the table, and then when you reach for it, I'm going to yell at you for it. I'm going to make things seem like it's fine, but it's really not. But you're too smart. You see exactly what you need to be able to avoid this. So trust your intuition. I feel like you'll be just fine. And then for a lot of you, there's something here to be careful about where you park your car. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go eat some food. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I'll see you on the next reading. Doodles.